So ladies and gentlemen, my name is BrendenPlayz. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling. Today we are going to get to the King of the Ring pay-per-view. We're about a week away. It's an above average important show, which means it should be a good one. It's going to be the culmination of our King of the Ring tournament, in which we've seen so far the Undertaker and Kurt Angle. They had a classic matchup. Triple H and Road Dogg, a 90 rated match themselves. We've got to get The Rock and the Big Show happening very soon. Ken Shamrock and Kane as well. And then our semi-finals, if it all goes well, should be The Rock and Undertaker, Triple H, Kane, and maybe The Rock and Triple H in the final. And we'll see those matches take place at the King of the Ring pay-per-view. So all three of those matches we'll do at the actual pay-per-view itself. Plenty of other matches where that came from, though. Our King of the Ring, you know, is just one section of what's been happening right now, because we've got so much happening, so many storylines. Goldust and Pillman, Henry and Regal, Rick Rude's now back. We're gonna do Rude and Austin. I think we might save that for SummerSlam. You know, there's so much happening right now that it's going to be difficult to get it all on the card, but we're going to try our best to do so. But yeah, so much happening right now. We've got a lot happening, and King of the Ring is looking pretty good so far. We've already had some strong shows leading into King of the Ring, including, you know, 88 Raw. Our last Smackdown was 92, thanks to Angle and Taker. 96 rated show. Rock and Vampiro, 80 as well. Lots of good stuff happening right now. And the other thing that happened recently as well, we did sign the Road Warriors back. Now, Hawks 41, Animals 39, 55 pop, pretty much, for both of them. So, look, I still think they have some value. I still think they do. They're a veteran team, even a little bit older than when we had them. So, my idea is simply, look, you know, the Road Warriors, they're here, the Legion of Doom. They're here to put over our teams. They're here to put over the young teams coming through the ranks, have some rivalries with them, and go in that direction. So that's what they're really here to do. So let's transition over and let's move into booking a show. We're going to be booking Sunday Night Heat to start off with. So let's look at our incidents. Warrior and Farouk. Ultimate Warrior almost got in a fight with Farouk after causing some damage to his rental car, refused to pay for it. Who do you think would win in a fight between Ultimate Warrior and Farouk? I think I'm going with Farouk. I think Farouk is a bad motherfucker. You know what? So I'm gonna go with Farouk. I think he would. I think he'd beat up Ultimate Warrior. I think Warrior would get gassed after, you know, two right hands. So Warrior, I'm gonna fine him for that one. Sonny's got some heat with the rest of the locker room after pulling a tasteless rib on everyone backstage. Well, back in the 90s, I think if Sonny just appeared in front of the boys at all, I think they'd be pretty happy. So I don't think they're going to be too mad with her. So I'm going to give her a slap on the wrist. Sable's annoyed. Steve Austin's annoyed. All right. So a couple of people annoyed. The backstage rating is really bad. Wow. Okay. Hulk Hogan ruining our backstage rating, and now everyone else is kind of hating each other too. Alright, let's try and fix Steve Austin. The whole locker room hates him. I don't know why. Hulk Hogan's paid them off with his huge contract. Come on, surely Sergeant Slaughter and Steve Austin can't hate each other. Yes, it worked. I knew it. Sergeant Slaughter's too good of a guy to hate anybody. Okay, so where are we at? Midwest region, that's fine. So let's book Sunday Night Heat. Alright, this is Sunday Night Heat. Let's take a look at the results. Opening up the show with X-Pac and Ultimo Dragon. X-Pac called out Ultimo Dragon. Wanted to have a fight right here, right now. Ultimo Dragon came out to the ring and, well, didn't go too well for X-Pac. Ultimo Dragon was able to get the better of X-Pac, throw X-Pac out of the ring for 88, gaining some storyline heat. So that segment went pretty well in the end. Happy to see that. We had a 6-man tag. We brought all our hardcore guys out there, and we tried something different. I tried to do a mayhem match. Al Snow, Mike Awesome, Tanaka, Steve Richards, and Sabu all held back by the chaotic nature of the match. So everybody but Onita was held back by the chaotic nature of the match. Okay. Anita 50. Yeah, so he shined. But everybody still did pretty well in the match. It's just the fact that, yeah, no storyline involved, things like that. But that's okay. The whole point was just to get them out there and see how they went. So good stuff. 46 rated. Chris Jericho with a great promo, cutting a promo on Kurt Angle for 92. Jericho looking to win the Intercontinental Championship from Angle. Chains went one-on-one with Test, and Test picked up the victory. So Test 41 pop and hit a 47. So that's it's actually really promising. Nice work, Test. Very good stuff. 51 match. Mark Mero cut a promo talking about his future plans now that he's moved on from Shane McMahon. And our main event was a pretty good one. Farouk, one of the baddest men in the locker room, took on Double J. Farouk, 67, doesn't quite perform that well in singles matches, especially longer ones, 19-minute single matches. Jeff Jarrett, though, 85, was absolutely excellent. So that was a great performance from Jeff. So that's how we see that one. 83 is a good stuff, very good matchup. Didn't hurt the storyline at all, which is good to see. 78 rated, Sunday Night Heat. WCW had the Great American Bash. Let's take a look at how that went. 30,000 fans. Sting was the MVP of the show. What a shock. Let's take a look. Kevin Nash and Sting for a 99 rated match in the main event. Alright, we're going to have some big competition. Nash is on top of the world at the moment in WCW and had a pretty good performance, I gotta say. 99? Maybe Sting with a carry? I don't know, but good stuff. The Steiner Brothers defeated Team Brilliance for 79. Kurt Hennig defeated Low D for 81. Buff Bagwell beat the Barbarian for 71. Prince Aikai beat Kiwi. I think we just kind of from here onwards, we just ignore it from now on. Because it just keeps getting worse and worse as you go down the card. They had a brawl featuring Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels. That's something. At least it got on the card in some capacity, but there you go. Goldberg and Lex Luger, but yeah, so 470,000 buys, 30,000 attended. That's pretty good. That's a good pay-per-view, actually. So WCW, as I said in the last few streams, they're clawing their way back. They've got Shawn Michaels, Sting's on top of the card. I really believe they're going to make a comeback. Now, their popularity, things like that, is not moving, but real potential there. Real potential for them to get back to the top in some capacity. 3.32 rating for our Sunday Night Heat show. Anything else to really look at? Not too much, really. So, we'll get ready to go ahead and book Raw. Let's take a look at this week's Monday Night Raw. Let's see the results. Open up the show with Steve Austin, who said he's sick and tired of Vince McMahon and all his BS. He's tired of McMahon and his associates, and he plans to put an end to them as soon as he can, and he's going to start with Rick Rude. So sending a bit of message to Vince, Hogan, and Rick Rude, and all the other guys associated with Vince. 100-rated segment. Ultimate Warrior and William Regal had a nice match, actually, 81. So we actually thought that if we put Mark Henry involved here, that would be a bad idea, but actually turned out to be right on par with that storyline Heat. Warrior 63, Regal carried 79. That's a big carry job. We had a promo, or vignette rather, for the Legion of Doom. Yes, they're coming back. They're coming back with a bit more of an edge to them. Coming back with a new look and a new persona. And we'll talk more about that soon. 72. Luna Vachon picked up an easy win over Mary Apache for 48. Luna 49. Mary 31. The New Age Outlaws. They hope that Triple H fails in the King of the Ring. So sending a bit of a message there. 97. Good stuff. Gaining storyline heat as well. Good to see. Too Cool took on Edge and Christian for an 81 rated match. How the hell did they pull this off? 81 between two teams with what, 50 pop? Okay. Scotty 2 Hotty 57, Grandmaster 69, Edge 75, Christian 71. Rikishi and Raven got themselves involved, causing the double DQ. And that was that. So a draw between these two teams. So we'll live to fight another day. But the good news is, this was a great match. I'd love to see it again. Maybe we do a ladder match or something. Maybe we up the ante between these two teams, because this is good stuff. Ken Shamrock promo. So now our main event is going to be Shamrock versus Kane. Now, let's see what the chat thinks. What is your prediction for this match? I'd like to see a big one. I'd like to see 92 between these two, Shamrock and Kane. Shamrock's a good worker. Kane is good, just lacks a little bit to get to that next, over that hurdle. So we'll see. Shamrock and Kane, our main event. Let's hope that it's a good one. King of the Ring quarterfinal match. The winner gets to face Triple H. Shamrock's in a gimmick that's getting stale, so we need to fix that as well. Let's take a look. 86. Okay. So, Shamrock 91, Kane 89. So both guys did well, but for whatever reason, this match just didn't quite achieve what we're hoping for. Triple H involved, maybe brought it down a little bit. Inconsistency, but yeah, just didn't quite achieve. But 86 is still good. Still okay. But I was hoping 90 would be good. We have one more segment as well. This one will help bring things up a little bit. We have the New Age Outlaws save Kane from a Triple H and Shamrock beatdown. Chyna was there too, as a, maybe she kicked Kane once or twice. But the Outlaws coming in to save the day to help out Kane. Maybe we set up for a 6-man tag in the future. But nonetheless, we just keep this rivalry between the Outlaws and Triple H going. Triple H was trying to get the better of Kane, trying to soften him up, and Shamrock, obviously pissed that he lost, was happy to join in. 99 rated for that one. And that gives us an 88 overall show, which is pretty good. And we were from the Pepsi Center. Of course, that makes it just a little bit better as well. Okay, let's take a look. Our heat deals are expiring. It's fine. 42.43 TV rating for Raw. Let's take a look at Nitro. Kenta Kobashi has won the award for the best brawl in wrestling. Well, when you got 89 brawling, that might be fair enough. Nitro, 85 rated show. Shawn Michaels defeated Randy Savage in the main event by DQ. Now, I know Randy's pretty old at this point, but still, that'd be a fun match to see. Roddy Piper beat Louis Piccoli for 76. Sting beat Prince Iaukea for... This is how good Sting is, right? Sting was able to get this guy, 36 pop, Cruiserweight champion, yes. Able to get an 88 rated match out of him. His next best was 77 with Scotty Steiner. That's how freaking good Sting is. Like, seriously. This guy is a machine. Ridiculously good. 91 pop now for Sting. That's good. Ric Flair beat Low D. Buff Bagwell. Yeah. So, like I said, you go from, here. If you just delete this, you always have a good Nitro. But yeah. So WCW, like I said, got to be on their way back. They're really starting to get things right. They're putting the right guys in the main event. I'm getting a little worried again. It's been a while since I've been concerned, but I feel like they could have a chance to claw their way back. Their popularity isn't moving at the moment. It did go back up a little bit in some regions after going down, but I've got to say, I'm getting a tad nervous. 78. Where are we at? We've got, 85, 84. We're pretty well ahead, but you never know. So where are we going to get? We're going to get the next size. You need to achieve 77 importance in 8 regions of America and have national size in at least 4 other game areas. Well, I'll tell you what, we can't be that far away. 77, we've done that. Actually, no, we haven't. We've got the popularity, so we haven't done the importance. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 7. Okay. And national size, well, unfortunately, let's have a look. National battles. USA, Canada, Mexico. Yeah, we actually have it in 4 areas. Yes, we do. But you can see, even though we have 70 popularity in Australia, it's still... the importance is that bad. It's just ridiculous. Like, why is that? Australia is horrible. Same with Europe as well. But yeah, so we got our importance in America up to 77. we would be global size. Let's take a look at this week's Smackdown. We have things up with Test in Georgia as Test is hyping himself up. We want to try and get Test more involved in the show when we can. Val Venus and Sunny are teasing they've got a new movie. Yes, movie coming out potentially soon. 69. Really teed up. Like, come on. Like, seriously, you had to give 69 as the number for this segment. Like, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. We opened the show with Hulk Hogan, who demanded that Mankind reveal himself. The lights go out. What's happening? And all we see is a barbed wire baseball bat appear on the stage in front of, Hulk Hogan's in the ring. Maybe a spotlight goes to the stage, and there's just a barbed wire baseball bat. No one really knows what's going on. Why is there a baseball bat there? What's that mean? Hulk Hogan kind of freaking out, like, oh crap, is that coming? Like, is that gonna come for me soon? Is he gonna use that against me? Like, Hogan's freaking out a little bit. X-Pac took on Jeff Hardy for an 80 rated match. I thought this might do a little bit better. We did try steal the show. Maybe that was a downfall. Jeff Hardy penalized for stamina. Okay, as was X-Pac. Interesting. I didn't think that'd be an issue. They had no issues in trying to steal the show. It was just stamina. X-Pac 84, Jeff Hardy 64. Now Jeff Hardy's got 50 pop. Now we're expecting a lot from him to be able to produce more than that. So 80, maybe I was expecting too much, but that's still a very solid matchup. I thought X-Pac might carry to something crazy, but maybe not. Kurt Angle doesn't believe Chris Jericho deserves a title shot. Cuts a promo on Jericho for 98. Good stuff. Tiger Mask and Crash Holly had a lightweight matchup, 53 rated. Tiger Mask 51, Crash Holly 38. Owen Hart, Double J, and the Acolytes having a good old-fashioned brawl backstage. Carnage is happening. They're beating each other through the locker room, through the stage area, stage equipment, just everywhere. They're just beating the crap out of each other. 100 rated for that one. So that's very good. That's a very good brawl. 100 rated. Very, very good stuff. Bubba Ray took on Mosh in a singles match. Bubba Ray 51. Mosh actually outperformed him with 52. Okay, good stuff. We gave Bubba Ray the win. I probably should have given Mosh the win here, I'd say. But okay, that's fine. 60 rated. Undertaker cut a promo, sending a warning to the Big Show and The Rock for 86. Okay, I thought Taker would do a little bit better of a promo than this, but I think we needed to give it one more minute to really get the most out of it, and I just didn't have the time to really allocate that to this. So 86 is still fine, advances the storyline. And our main event, Big Show and The Rock. Any predictions in the chat? Big Show's not a great worker. I know The Rock's fantastic, but I'm going to say 86 again for the main event. So let's see this one. Wow, 91. Rock, 95. Holy crap. All right, Rocky, I see you. I see you, my friend. 91. The Rock was fantastic. Big Show, 76. This is why we can't really push Big Show as a top guy yet. He needs to be in a tag team. Needs to be in a tag team. Rock, my goodness, 95. He needs to be the main event of a pay-per-view, that is for sure. And last segment, Undertaker and Big Show choke slamming The Rock, and we're trying to maybe tease that maybe an alliance is starting to form between Big Show and Taker for 100 rated. So that should help the King of the Ring tournament storyline. 90 rated show in Hawaii of all places. We're delivering the good stuff only in Hawaii. 10,000 people showed up and they enjoyed a good show. 90 rated. Okay, Bam Bam Bigelow has been released from ECW. Now, did he have an injury? He did tear his ACL, but he's back from his injury. When was his last match? So he's had 3 matches back from his ACL tear, and he's been released already. Can someone explain to me what the fuck Paul Heyman is doing? Like, what is he doing? Bam Bam Bigelow is like the only guy in your company that's popular, and you release him. Here we go. So ECW Now, remember how we said that Bryan Adams... Was it Bryan Adams or was it Brian Lee? No, it was Bryan Adams. We said Bryan Adams is probably the top guy in the independent circuit. Who does ECW try and sign? Bryan Adams. Now, I don't know if it was a written contract or not. Now, ECW trying to sign Brian Knobbs as well. This is what I said. I told you guys. They're going to look to sign these guys. Like we said, there's not a lot of talent they're going to be able to sign. And they're picking the guys that probably don't have a lot of talent. Of course, Hogan would love to bring it. So they're offering these guys written contracts now. So ECW is officially in the game. They can officially offer written contracts. They're a cult-sized company. They're now it's on. It's a real deal. But signing Barry Windham, Brian Knobbs, Bryan Adams, I don't mind that signing. How old is Bryan Adams? 36. Good brawler. Good menace. Good star quality. You know, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But the other two, you know, Barry Windham's a good worker, but again, you know, not going to do much for them. Brian Knobbs, no. They should not sign Brian Knobbs. I mean, what's his stats? Basic, you know, his performance stats are okay, but his ring skills are terrible. So yeah, interesting signings. Interesting. 43.31 TV rating for Smackdown. So still beating Raw. So Smackdown still considered to be the better show. Well, our show rating says so as well. Smackdown's been doing far better than Raw, actually. Not every week, but most weeks they generally beat Raw and have a better show. All right, let's take a look at Sunday Night Heat. Let's see it. Rick Rude opened up the show with a promo on Steve Austin, saying he's got his own plans for Steve Austin going forward. 91 rated, advancing the storyline. Headbangers took on the Dudley Boys for 62. Dudley Boys picked up the win. Devon 58, Bubba Ray 62. Thrasher 54, Mosh 51. Well, there's our answer. Who's the better headbanger? It's Thrasher. 14 minutes for that matchup. Bubba Ray picks up the win. Goldust with a promo on Brian Pillman, 76. We saw a fatal 5-way, 66 rated match. Pretty good. Hayabusa 56, Taka 64, Tiger Mask 51, Super Crazy 51, Full Angel 56. It was a fatal 5-way match, and Tiger Mask picked up the win. He defeated Super Crazy by submission, so the other guys were not involved in the decision. Tiger Mask with a big win, actually. Probably his first major win, I would say. Raven's Nest cutting a promo on Too Cool, 76, very good. Mark Henry and William Regal, 75. I'm actually kind of impressed. Mark Henry, 72. Hey, Mark Henry. I like that. William Regal, brilliant, 82. God, he's very good. 75 rated. Regal makes it his fourth defense, but he won thanks to distraction by Finlay, cheating, flash pinfall, you name it. Henry got screwed over. Regal picks up the win. Not enough attractive women. 72 show. Okay. More women on the pay-per-view. Remember that.